Hey guys, Miss Elder here. Okay, I want to walk you through the basics of MLA formatting. You can always Google this sort of information as well, but I'm going to show it to you once here on this document, and that way you have it to refer back to. Okay, so when I work almost exclusively in Google Docs, most of these buttons will be close enough in Microsoft Word, but if you exclusively use Microsoft Word, you might need to look it up, or you can email me and I can figure it out. But when working with Google Docs or when titling any sort of document for me, it's always good. I don't often give like exact titles that I need documents to be, but I think it's always a wise practice to put your name and your class period in the title no matter what. So MLA demo. I'm a big fan of underscores, but that's up to you. Henrietta, and then it would be like R1, something like that. Okay. All right, so first of all, we're going to deal with margins. Now, if you are not the kind of person that messes with margins, then you don't really have to worry about this. I'm the kind of person that messes with margins, so you want to double check. You're going to go to File. You're going to go down to Page Setup. Okay, and this will bring up your margins, okay? What you want is 1-inch margins on all sides. I have mine defaulted to something else because I need to do that way. But if you have not messed with your margins, they should all say 1 inch anyway. But if you need to reset them, hit OK. And it should look like this. I'm pointing at my screen right now, like you can see that. It should look like this. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and do your heading. Okay, the heading with an ing at the end only appears on the first page. It starts with your name. So Henrietta is not my name, by the way, but I'm just imagining this person named Henrietta Lancaster. That's my name. And then you're going to put teacher's name, or you can just put Elder. Just Elder is fine. That's fine as well. Then you're going to put your course. So you're going to put English 2 Honors. And yes, it is generally appropriate to do the 2 in Roman numeral form. So that's 2 capital I's. Okay. And then you're going to put the date in the British format, which means date, month, year. So today is the 9th of November, 2020. Okay. All right. Another thing is you're going to need to be in Times New Roman. Okay. I was trying to do a shortcut there, but it didn't want to behave. Times New Roman 12 point. Okay. Okay, yes, everything's going to be double spaced. I tend to wait to do that until the end. When you have your cursor here on your date, I want you to hit enter once. And on that very next line, that's actually where your title goes. You don't give it extra spaces in between. When it double spaces, it'll spread out enough. But this is the line your title goes on, and then the next line is where you start your paper. So it doesn't get any extra bold or underline or anything like that. It simply gets center aligned. And then when you hit enter again, and you make it go left align again, this is where you start your paper. Starting your paper should always start with an indent. Okay, and an indent is done correctly by using the tab key on your keyboard, not by hitting the spacebar a random amount of times or something like that. You hit the tab key once. That's your indent for every single paragraph. Okay. There you go. Okay. I'm going to now pretend I've written a paper. Here's my paper. It is great. Okay. And then I write the whole paper. Promise this will make sense in a second. Okay. Okay, whatever, I don't care. Here's my paper. All right. And then when you hit enter, if you need to put a new paragraph again, tab. Okay. So, other thing we need to do, we've done our heading, we need to do our header. Header happens when you double click the top of the page. That will open the header. So double click, and it opens up the header. Okay, now notice your font defaults back to Arial up here, so you're going to have to change it to Times New Roman 12. Then you're going to go over here to Right Align, click Right Align. Sometimes it'll say Right Adjust, either way. You're going to type your last name, and then you're going to hit the space bar once. Then you're going to go to Insert, Page Numbers, and you're going to click on this upper left-hand box. There. Okay, you do not click Different First Page if you do it this way. It will automatically populate your numbers on your pages. Okay, and then you can just click off to the side to get rid of it. And now, if your paper goes on to multiple pages, it will automatically change that page number for you. My computer's being so slow today. I could have just highlighted a larger piece of text, but I didn't. See how it did Lancaster 2 automatically? It'll continue to do that. Okay, so we have covered 1-inch margins. We have covered our heading. We have covered our header. We have covered the title. We have covered the beginning of paragraphs. I think all that we have left for MLA format when it comes to the paper itself is to double space. So I like to wait until I'm all done and make sure there are no extra spaces anywhere. Like notice I don't have a space in between paragraphs. I especially don't have a space after my title or before my title. Okay, it just all runs together. Then I like to hit Control A or Command A if you're on a Mac. And I like to go up to the spacing button up here and click double. And then your paper will be ready to go. All right. All right, everybody. I hope this was helpful.